and Colin was quick to call an audible on his first attempt while trying to explain what mentorship means to him. He may have fumbled the rock a couple of times, but after huddling up and redefining his philosophies, Colin is ready to take another shot downfield and explain his experience as a mentee and the importance of mentorship. Please help me welcome to the lectern today's quarterback, Mr. Colin Michael Walters.
Who has been a mentor in your life? Who has shaped who you've become? And how have they impacted you? Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and we have no honored guests, unfortunately. Before I was able to answer these questions, I had to redefine what I believed a mentor to be. Because at first I thought that a mentor was anybody who had taught me anything at any point in time. I believe this to be teachers, colleagues, co-workers, strangers on the bus, anybody who was teaching me something that I did not know. And I coined what I thought to be a catchy little phrase called a momentary mentor. And fellow Toastmasters, that is quite literally the definition of an oxymoron. Because a mentor is not there just for the moment. A mentor is somebody who devotes their time and their energy and their effort into you as the mentee. I thought that I had authors who were mentors, public speakers, philosophers, persons of influence, the Zig Ziglars, the Jim Rohns, the Earl Nightingales. Shoot, even Russell Wilson I saw as a mentor to me. But they're not. They are what they are, which is persons of influence. Take, for example, Bob. Bob is my Toastmasters mentor. I'm the protege, I'm the mentee to my good friend and mentor, Bob. And the beautiful thing about mentorship is that it teaches you so many different things. For example, Bob has taught me the importance of having faith that when you get up on stage and you stand up and your mind sits back down, you have to have faith that something will come. So that day that I took the stage and I stood up and my brain was deader than a doorknob, and words were a foreign language to me, I prayed, standing up here, pouring sweat, that something would come. And sure enough, it all worked out. Talked my way into it, and everything was just okay. Rebecca, thank you again for thinking that it was intentional. It was a big confidence booster. Bob has also taught me the importance of uttering the words, "I love my audience," when you approach the stage. Which I'm not going to lie, I thought was a little corny at first. Until you actually do it, and you say it, and then you allow it to rearrange your entire perspective of the purpose for why you're actually presenting. Which is not for me, not for the speaker, it is for their audience. And the people that they're speaking to, and the story that you're telling them. It's these things, it's the perspectives that mentors give you that rearrange how you see things. Bob taught me that I get to present. This is an absolute privilege to stand up here and be able to present and have the opportunity to do so. It's not a chore, it's not a task. I get to do this. I can say what I want, which is something that we can take for granted a lot. Again, the perspective. Bob taught me that stage time is the most valuable thing that you can have. It doesn't matter what type of stage it is, whether you're on a phone call, whether you're presenting in front of people, whether you do decide to take the mic and MC the Maritime Festival, All that matters is that you go say yes and get the experience. Go get the experience regardless of what asset and avenue it's in. And I thank you, Bob, for everything that you taught me, because Bob is a mentor. Bob and I have a one-on-one direct relationship, which again, that is a mentor to me. This is all in my very humble opinion. And Bob has devoted time and energy and effort into me because he's vested in me as a mentee. And that's the relationship that I've come to term and define for my own opinion. And the beautiful thing about mentorship and the importance of it is coming right back to, number one, the perspectives. You get to gain an entire new world of perspectives from somebody who has stood in my shoes and been here and done exactly this, and somebody who has the expertise and the knowledge and the wisdom to hand down to me so that I can take it and gain new perspectives on how to see things and shed new light into my world. And I cherish that. I find value in that, and I absolutely love that. Mentorship is also important because you have the ability to learn and expedite the learning process. Sure, you can absolutely try to do it all on your own, but it is strenuous and it is hard, and it'll probably take you 10 years for something you could have figured out in asking a series of 5 questions. Within a lot of practice and rehearsal and failures and learnings and errors and everything that goes hand in hand with that. However, you get to expedite your entire learning and failing process. You get to learn from your mentor's mistakes. You get to then jump the hurdles, right? Just as Derek Jeter said, learn from other people's mistakes if you don't have to learn for yourself. Why not? Those are all fantastic aspects of what mentorship is, but it's not the most important, because for me, the most important thing is that I stand in the shoes of being a mentee, and I learn and I grow and I develop, not for personal gain, but so then I can be a mentor and hand it down and reach back and grab somebody and pull them back up. And then grab another and another and lift everybody else back up, because that's the importance of it all, is that we are teaching one another, and we are mentees and going through the process of becoming a mentor so that we can then help other people. Because that's the most important thing, is that each one teach one. Mr. Toastmaster.